Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm super excited. I'm gonna wait for a few people to get on here. I cannot wait to reveal this to you guys. We've been working all morning long to show you this beautiful porch makeover. Everybody's out here, and some of the homeowners got home today, just got home, and so they're super excited to see it as well. If you guys got on here, hop on here and let me know you're on here. I'm hoping that you guys can see this and that it's actually live. So if somebody's on here, let me know. I'm hoping that I have really good service and that this is actually taking. I don't know. I'm hoping so. I guess I'll just keep going and hoping that somebody's live on here with me. Okay, I wanted to tell you a few different things about, I see somebody live. Okay, somebody's on here. Hello, whoever this is. Okay, I wanted to tell you a few things about, hello, Margaret. Thank you for being here. Okay, I wanted to tell you the 7 things that we definitely think that you need on your front porch. I wanted to start there because I think that's really, really important when we talk about these things. And I have been getting lots and lots of different texts and different things like that. People texting me about what to do with a small porch. So we'll talk about that today. We'll talk about all different things. Hello, Pam. Thanks for being here. I'm super excited for you guys to see this. We've been working on it all morning long and we've had absolutely beautiful weather. So I feel really blessed for that because you never know what you're going to get when you're doing this kind of stuff. So we kind of got on here a little late. But I wanted to tell you that the 7 things that you need is the first thing you need is a lot of things. So you need flowers. You need really pretty flowers, and whether those be real or not real. And you need rugs, and you need furniture. You know what? You just need all the things. I cannot remember everything, but you need accessories. You need lighting. You need, what else was there? There was lighting. I'll post them in here. Do you remember all of them, Lexi?
Furniture, lighting, accessories.
There was a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. I'm waiting for everybody. Rugs was on there. Accessories, lighting. Something special, which we definitely have something special in store for you guys today to see. There's such pretty transformation here. And storage. We said storage. And I'm going to talk about storage. We haven't went over with it with storage right now. Hi, Michelle. If you guys come on here, tell me hello. And tell me some different things about you guys. I'm super excited. Do you guys have big porches or do you have a small porch? Do you have a double door or do you have a single door? Because that makes a huge difference when you're decorating your space. I know that this sounds crazy, but also the color of your house is a huge difference. And it's so weird when you're decorating your house and you have to do all these things. And it's such amazing things. So tell me when you come on here, tell me what you guys are doing and what your front porch is. Okay. I think some people are coming home now. So, okay, well, here we are. So everybody's having a reveal and different things. So we're just going to talk over them and keep going. Okay, guys. I wanted to tell you a little bit about this house. The house that we're decorating today, it's got a really pretty exterior and it's got really dark, it's kind of like a navy exterior. I'm going to turn it around here so you guys can kind of see this. It's got a navy exterior and it's got a white woodwork. See the white is really popping here. All of the around it. Hi, Linda. How are you? And so it's really kind of coastal. It looks like a little coastal, and it has a little bit of the brick here is kind of a gray color. Hello. Thank you. So I will pull it around here and we'll just go ahead and start with this right here for the entryway. So come on over here, guys. Give me some hearts and some love if you guys are liking what you're seeing. So when we started with this house with the dark color, it's got a dark roof, and see all the dark colors up here? That's really super important when you're buying accessories. And the front door started off being really dark, and it has like a black door. So when we started doing this, you could definitely go 2 different ways. You could go with like white pots, or you could go with really dark pots. And we decided to go with the dark pots, and because of the black door. So she's got a really big mix here with the navy and the black. You guys can keep working. I think they're helping. Here's Sherry. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Lexi. Say hello to everybody. And so what the biggest mix here is trying to pick out what furniture and accessories to go with, guys. So what we decided, they had up here when they hired us, they had white furniture up here. They had, remember the two little like rockers, and we decided that that wasn't a good fit for this space because their space here is much wider than what they thought and what they had up here. So we were like, you know what, this house is actually made for a setting area here on the front porch, and not a lot of our houses are made with front porches that have setting areas, but theirs definitely is. So we decided to go ahead and put a big pretty rug there and do a whole setting up here. So I hope you guys are seeing this and you guys can hear me really well. Hi Pat, thanks for being here. And what I wanted to do is pull out the navy right here and the white, which is right back here on their trim, and really pull that out. And I'll tell you one secret, one little tip here is I love the cushions to be dark colored because it helps with stains. It helps with all the weathering and things like that, because you got to remember this is all out in the weather. And that truly does help. However, if you have a dark house, you've got to bring in some of the light. So we definitely wanted to do that. One of the biggest things that we wanted to do there is to bring her in a rocker, because she really wanted a rocker. So that was that too. So that was a big deal here too. So guys, ladies, this rug here, I love this indoor-outdoor rug. Isn't that beautiful? It literally looks like a rug that you would put in your living room. I just love that look. Hi, Trudy. Thanks for being here. Hi, Melanie. And so the biggest thing that I think people forget about doing is they don't think about indoor-outdoor spaces looking like inside. It literally looks like your living room outside. That's what you're trying to achieve. So when you do this, you always want to make sure that your entryway, which are these big pots here, we planted all these beautiful flowers, and I'll tell you what these flowers are. And we put the two pots out here to greet you on this step. So this step here is super pretty. See how they just kind of flanked this area, and it kind of greets you as soon as you come up on her step. And then they also stained their porch kind of a dark, kind of a gray color, and it's got a little bit of black in it. Hi Pam, hi Vicky. And so it's got a little bit of black here and gray, and it's stamped. And then we wanted to definitely give it a pop of color, so we put this navy rug here. And I know that that's crazy. A lot of people say, wow, that's a big rug. And that rug is what? It's a 5x8, isn't it? I think it's a 5x7. And so that rug there is a 5x7, but I really think this entryway kind of deserves a really massive entry. You guys are on tape. They've been helping me all for a couple of days. They're just like, we're all kind of pooped right now. So this rug, it just looks so beautiful, and it gives it color. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to show you too is that all of these can be weathered. So that's a big thing. And then you come up here, and I really wanted to give the wow factor for this. I'm going to have Lexi take this and kind of go through here with me so I can kind of show you here. When you come into an entryway like this, and it's this massive, I think it's really important to remember that you have to have balance. And balance is really, really, truly important when you're doing double doors, or not even really double doors. Sometimes a lot of people will have, like I have at my house, it's one door and then they have the transits. And you have to keep all of that in scale and balance. And it's hard too, so that you don't cover up, and you can actually use these and make them function. So when you're doing your flowers like these, which we'll be doing one of these baskets tomorrow live, and I'll teach you all the tricks and stuff like that we're doing here. But aren't they absolutely stunning? They make a huge statement on this house. But you really want to make sure that everything is usable, so that you can open up your doors and that it's balanced on each side and things like that. Because no matter how pretty it is, if you can't use it, it's not worth it, and it's not functioning. So this door, this one here, does not open. They open this one here, so we're kind of trying to make this mimic itself, but we'll probably try to scale this one down just a little bit more so that they can open it more. Okay, that's the one thing I wanted to tell you about this area. And another thing is, you always want to have one of these for like muddy, dirty boots and stuff like that, because that happens. So definitely, even if you put a big rug like this, you got to kind of give it that groundness and that stately look. You definitely want to still give yourself a rug that you can wipe your feet on, because that's super important. And then moving to the wow factor. I think anytime you if you have something on your house, and you have any house, whether it's a small entryway and you have one little door and it's just one little entryway, you can definitely decorate your house. This is a huge, large portion of it's a large porch for sure. But this can be scaled way down. Is these topiaries here, and they're kind of just trees, and they are just gorgeous. They just give it green, and they're fake, and they will be green all year long. Now we filled all of this up to about here with sand, and then once you get the sand up here and you get them set, you put this rock, any kind of rock, guys, any kind of rock that you feel that looks pretty. If you have rock in your landscaping, you can put those there. We went with a little pebble that kind of matched their stuff, and I think they're beautiful. But I'm telling you, these suckers are heavy, so big gusts of winds, they're not going to knock over. And these things will stay green for years. I've had mine for about 10 years. So it's about quality. So if you're going to buy these, definitely invest in really good ones. And that's really super important, because this is not something you want to go out and change. And you can change and keep this here all year long. So I love that about that, because really this just makes green all year long. Christmas, all different things. And if you get in the Elegant community, I'll show you how to decorate these all up for all the different seasons. Christmas, fall, all the different things. So that's one thing. So every time we decorate something, you're always going to see us always have that wow factor. And the wow factor is our statue. I think our statue kind of gives us that wow factor. It's something that's unique. You don't go up to everybody's door and see a big statue like this. And I think it's super pretty. She's heavy. She can go indoor, outdoor. We decided to put her right here on the doorstep. What she will last for years. I've had one at my house, and I can honestly tell you, I can't remember. Lexi was a little baby when we bought it at a sale and at her house, and it has a pedestal, but I've had it for years and years and years. So that gives you a huge wow factor. Okay, the next thing that you really want to definitely do, if you guys have questions, I guess I should have told you this. If you guys have questions, leave them below, and I'll try to answer them before we get off here. And all kinds of different things. When you're doing this kind of ambiance lighting and things like that too, definitely use lanterns. Lanterns are a beautiful way to light up your entryway. So, and when you're doing that, do them in different scales, different sizes, and you can definitely do this. I'm going to show you this. These little things here, like this little stoop right here, it rises them up and kind of gives them all different levels, which I love that, because your eye visually can see all of this, and it kind of gives you different visions. If you have different heights of things, it makes it so pretty, and everybody loves to see that. If everything is all at the same level, it's not so pretty. If that makes sense to you, give me some thumbs ups and some hearts. Because if you notice, anytime you're looking at things when you're decorating, we usually decorate in threes, and we definitely decorate in different levels. That's super important to remember. Okay? And these candles have remotes with them, so those will be super easy to turn off and on for my customers. Okay, what else did I want to tell you about this area? This area is super awesome because all of this stuff is weighted down, guys. So what is awesome about this is if there's a big gush of wind, these are up here with zip ties, and you zip tie them at the top and at the bottom, and they're not going to go anywhere, okay? And that's super important to do that, because everything has to be made to look pretty, but it also has to make sure that if a big storm comes in, which it looks like it is, that if a big gust of wind comes in, it's not going to take it away, and you don't have to worry about it if you're out and about. Okay, so that's really super important. And like all of our lanterns here have rocks, which I think is super cool. I'll have Lexi kind of zoom in on those. And you can, once again, you can decide what kind of rocks you want to put in those, because it'll just go with the landscaping. Whatever goes with the landscaping is super important. Okay. I think I've talked about this. So we're going to try to, we're finishing up this side, and like I said, tomorrow I'll give you all my tips and all of our tricks about making these beautiful on your front door. So come on over to this area. And one thing I wanted to say before I get done is, if this was just your front porch here, you could definitely scale this down, guys, and just do this as your front porch, because I get this a lot. A lot of people have texted me and said, hey Tabitha, what would you do for a smaller porch? And I'm going to tell you really quick. This obviously, being up here, you can see how large this is. I think we measured this, which I think is super important before you start buying furniture, guys. I'm going to tell you this every time. If you're in my Elegant community, I will go deeper in thoughts and things like that with you. But the most important part of this is that you always measure before you go and buy. because you're going to go out and you're going to buy a bunch of furniture, and then you're going to get back and you're going to realize it doesn't fit. And there's nothing worse than that, especially heavy duty things. And I know everybody has done it because they call me immediately. They're like, it's not fitting. In fact, I had one lady in my community this week have already said, it's not my furniture is not fitting. And I'm like, oh no, that's not good. So a lot of porches are not nice and wide like this, okay? A lot of them are more narrow. If you do have a long, narrow porch, I do. That's kind of my house was built in the 70s. And what I would suggest for you to do with that is, I'll post a picture here in the community. My very favorite thing to do if you have a narrow is rockers. You can get them in now gray. I just noticed you can get them in gray, black, red, white. They are super awesome, guys. And you line those suckers up and you put pretty pillows on them. And you, in the fall, I can go, if you're getting the elegant community, I'll tell you how to decorate them for each season. And they're absolutely stunning. It's super simple, super easy, which I love things like that. And they're just stately and they're timeless. So if you have something more narrow, you don't obviously have to go out and out. But if you have something this big, absolutely go all out like this. But I will tell you, less sometimes is more if you don't have a huge area. So just go with some rockers and some different things like that. I think that will be good. But if you just have a little front porch, like if this was just your front porch, you could definitely replicate this on any scale, okay? Okay, so I hope that gives you guys some ideas. So moving into this area, when we do have setting areas like this, the very first thing that I love to do, and the very first thing that I do, and I know this sounds crazy, but I look at the house color, and I look at the little girl that lives here is waving at us. So, Lillian, hi Lillian. You guys gotta wave at them, they're excited. They just saw the house, so. Okay, the first thing that I do is take the color and all the different colors outside. And from that, I always try to lighten it and brighten it and go with the colors. The cushions, for sure, you definitely want to go with something that's dark. But what I found out with these cushions is that you can remove these and put them in the washer, and that's a plus for me. Because anytime you can wash something and get it clean, especially outdoor furniture, that's amazing. And we got the furniture at Home Depot, which I love it. It's a must, and it's really nice, and it's very comfy. So, you guys, if you're thinking about getting this at Home Depot, you better run and get it, because I'm telling you, they're running out of them like crazy. So, another thing that I like to do is have little conversation areas. Anytime you're making these spaces like this, you got to remember it's like bringing your living room outdoors. And I know that a lot of people sometimes don't even know how to decorate their living rooms, but if you're scrolling through Pinterest or you're scrolling through all these different areas, what I say is make it cozy and comfortable. And anytime you do that, you're going to gravitate towards that area. And I think that we've definitely achieved that here for them. Having pillows and having throws. We didn't put any throws out here because she has plenty of them in her house, because I decorated her whole entire house. And I know she has plenty of them. But putting throws out here would be another helpful thing. But lots of pillows, that makes it really comfy. Having something like this to put your glass of tea or your cocktail or whatever it is that you, any beverage that you like, I love doing that. And these little things are amazing. We found these at Big Lots for $40, guys, and they are amazing. And they're super heavy and they're metal, so they're gonna really weather really super well. Which I love that. I love that. Who doesn't love that, right? Okay, and the flowers here, they are made for outside. And I think this is really important to know that, guys, because these things are super heavy. So the wind's not gonna really go through here. If you have a pretty good breeze, it's gonna really keep these down there. And you can kind of see that they're made of rocks and different things like that. So is there any questions so far? You guys are just listening to me chatter on, aren't you? Okay, so I'm gonna put this back down. And how we did this is when we do something like this, I like to be able to put the sofa this way and then flank it with something on each side. And the same thing is to mimic that on each side of this love seat. So I think we did a really good job getting the green in here and putting all the things. And who doesn't love a tray? Every place that we decorate, we're gonna put a tray out. I just love that. And a little greenery candle, and everything is on battery operated. I'm gonna say, what else did I want to tell you guys about this space? I want to make sure that I covered all my areas here before I ask any questions and see what you guys are thinking. The rug. The rug is coordinating. It is an indoor-outdoor rug. I think I mentioned this, but it is a coordinating rug to the other one that's over there. And you can get those. I've seen this on our shopping trip yesterday at Lowe's. They have the coordinating ones, which I love, guys. You got to go get you some. They're running out really fast of those too. And they have them in all different sizes. But I love that because you can get one for your front door, one for over in your setting area, in all areas, and they can all be different ones, but they all kind of coordinate. So that's a plus. So I hope that was helpful. And what else was I going to tell you? I kind of chatter. They're all laughing at me. Okay. One of the things that we like to do too is to put things like this in these areas, like Tic Tac Toe, and it's made out of steel. And we got this at
Kirkland's.
At Kirkland's. We got this at Kirkland's. I love things like this because it brings families together, and it's just something for the kids to really enjoy and play. I love things to just sit around like this, and it just brings families together. And that's the most important part about all these areas, is that you enjoy them when we're done. So, okay. I hope that I've covered everything. Have I covered everything, ladies? One of the things that I wanted to tell you. Oh, the flowers, guys. When we came over here, one of my favorite flowers, and I'm a big flower person. I love these flowers. These are called Vista Bubblegum Boudreaux, petunias, and I love them. And it's got a diamond frost with it. So what we did with these and how they're so pretty and full, they were a hanging basket. I think that's really important to remember, guys. This is a secret. This is our secret. What we do is we get the baskets. If you're having a graduation or you're having Mother's Day at your home and you don't want to just go and pick the onesie twosies and they don't look really full, this is a great way for your all your planters and stuff to look really full. Just go get the baskets. Take a little bit of the soil out and then just take them out. Make sure that you get all the roots kind of undone at the bottom and plop that thing down in there. And we added this little thing. I don't know what this thing is called. It's a dwarf papayas. This is a new spiky, is what you want to say. I love the spikies that come up so you get the height. And then this thing, I'm not kidding you, these bubblegum vistas will just keep going and going. At my house, I had them last year and I kept taking pictures of them. And people kept asking me over and over and over, what is that, Tabitha? Because I had to literally go and trim them. And it's the bubblegum vistas petunia. So you have to go get those really early, guys, because people that know about them, they are gone really fast. And they were like, she said they were going really, really fast. So these things will just keep covering. And then these are super cool. This is a new thing to put in the middle of them. So we wanted to put those in there, and we'll see how these work this year. So I'll keep you updated on that. So that's something completely new. So you guys can keep working. I think I've got all of it covered, but I want to
see your...
Yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm telling you, it's totally worth it. Especially if you guys really want to like have a party and you don't want those. You want your planters to look really super full. This is a great way for them to do that. Is to plop them in there, make them look really super awesome. It just really it fills them up really fast. Versus the ones when you pick them all, the onesie twosies, it really just takes them a little while to really get off and get started. This looks like they've been here for like months already. And the truth is honestly, people say it's like, it's cheaper. I don't really think so. Once you start buying all that stuff and putting them in there, it's honestly the same, I believe. It's the same price. So this might be something that just kind of saves you some time and some money. So that's my secret. That's my secret tip to all of those. And so does anybody have any questions while we're on here? Nobody's saying anything? Is everybody live? Is it too much information all at once? Is there any... They're laughing at me. Is there anything you guys want to know? Leave it down below. I'm going to take pictures of all of this so that you guys can see all of this. And you can actually have up close and personal things. And then tomorrow we're going to get together and we're going to make our basket together at my house. Live, not together. Don't show up at my house, everybody. That'd be really bad if everybody showed up at my house. No, we're going to do it live. It'll be at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We're going to make a basket together and all the things. So I'm super excited to do that. I think that'll be helpful for you guys to know how to do that on your for your front doors. So if nobody has any questions, then I'm going to say thank you guys for being here and seeing this beautiful transformation. Did you get all the use. And thank you guys for seeing my makeover, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night at 7. Thanks so much. Bye.